The first songs of the Eurovision Song Contest 2018 are out. Festivali I Këngës, the Albanian national final, if you will. The 22 songs have been released and we are able to listen to them. So why don't we do that right now? It may not be Christmas yet, but it's the most wonderful time of the year for every true Eurovision fan. And that is when the first songs of a Eurovision season are being released. Hey everyone, it's Matt with ESC United, and today we are going to talk about Albania. Festivali I Këngës is only 2 weeks away, and the Albanian broadcaster recently released all 22 preview videos, which is really exciting. Now we get to watch and judge them accordingly, which is our favorite thing to do, right? Now, there are 22 songs in the running. We will not have time to go into too much detail tonight, so I will give you a quick overview of my personal opinion and my prediction, if you will. Now, I have not listened to the songs yet. That means you will get my true and raw opinion from the get-go. So bear with me, and I hope you'll enjoy it, and at the very end we'll talk a little bit more about who will qualify and who will maybe win. Alright, let's get started. In no particular order, so here's the first one. It's Rezarta Smaya and Luis Ali. Wait, that's the guy who represented Albania in 2006. Am I right? It's good to have him back. I know he's been taking part in the Festivali Këngë thingy thing for several occasions now, so let's see this one. It's called Raine Yil, A Star Has Fallen. Alright, two formidable performers, that's for sure. It's a dramatic ballad that may go big with the Albanian juries, actually. Now, personally, I think the song and the melody in particular is slightly underwhelming. Now, I'm not saying it always has to be catchy per se, but this melody is very difficult to remember. It goes into one ear and then out of the other, and by the end of the evening, you probably will not remember it, so that's not a good thing. If this were to win, they would definitely have to do a major revamp, because it's just not what will stand out, and that's really important in Eurovision, right? So to me, it's just like, middle of the road. Oh my, another male-female duo. I was expecting another ballad, that's the way it started out, but then they kicked it up a notch, and not a ballad at all, after all. The first part I really liked, but that kind of lost me with the chorus. It's not quite as good as it could / should have been. But I think it's a stronger song than the first duet. But let's move on to song number 3. Boom Boom, such a Eurovision-friendly title. To me, this is totally disco for the poor. I mean, it's a nice and upbeat song, I'll give it that. And I always wanted a dancey song to win, actually, in Albania, which hasn't happened in a while. It just doesn't really have the beat, the oomph that is needed to really impress, if you ask me at least. I don't know if this one really has a shot. May fail in the semis. At least that's my first impression. Great singer. I am definitely digging her voice a lot. You may realize throughout my videos that there is a pattern when it comes to my personal taste. I do appreciate a really good orchestration, and this song definitely has it. I really like the violin part that they kind of inserted there. So thumbs up for me when it comes to that. Oh, imagine this song on the Eurovision stage with an actual orchestra. I know we don't have it, get over it, I know, but it would be a wonderful performance. It's a big song, a big voice, so you need to be able to actually deliver it live. So I'm sure she'll be able to do that. We'll find out in a couple of weeks. But it's so far my favorite.
më shumë jetës tua ti fal.
Wow, another ballad. Your ballad haters are probably already super annoyed, but I'm not. So her voice is haunting to me. I really like it. And the melody at the beginning has a certain fragility to it. I am digging that as well. But it picks up halfway through the song, and I kind of like it the way they kick it up a notch there. Unexpected, but it's kind of working for me. Although it doesn't sound complete. It sounds a little bit like a demo, which is not that uncommon in Albania. So they certainly would have to do some fixing here and there if this song were to win the contest. It's very interesting because this song is 4.5 minutes long, and as we all know, you can only have 3-minute long songs in Eurovision, so it's going to be interesting to see what part of the song they're going to cut. But we'll have to wait and see about that. But overall, it's a decent entry. But let's move on to the 6th song of the evening. Now, it's not bad, but I have some issues with this song. And the biggest one I have is that it feels like the songwriters didn't know what the song is or what it should be. And by that I mean, it seems like they didn't have really a vision when they wrote this song. They just sat down one evening and were like, let's just write this song and see where it takes us. So it feels a little disorganized, for the lack of a better word. Is it a ballad? Is it like some 80s pop song? I don't know where we're going with this. So in the end, it left me more confused than anything, but I don't hate it. It's good, but that's about it. Let's just listen to the next one, shall we? I can't really say or add much here. It's just there. I guess I hear these songs in Festivali, Këngës all the time. It's the kind of music I guess Albanians love. I don't know. It's very strange to me that this is a popular style, I guess. It's boring, it's draggy, it has nothing going for it for me. It's not a bad singer or anything. I'm not questioning the artist and their artistry, basically, but it's just not for me. Sorry. Another really beautiful composition. It kind of takes you back in time. But let's not fool ourselves. This song is not going to win the festival in a couple of weeks. Let's not even pretend. It's a very melodramatic song. Once again, it sounds more like a demo. But I'm not going to lie, I am somewhat fond of it, actually. Gives me a little bit of a nostalgic vibe, and I'm always a sucker for that. But as said, don't even consider this a candidate. I'm not trying to pick on it. It just screams like semi-final non-qualifier to me. But I appreciate it for what it is, and I would like to see it in the finals probably. Now, I do love me a really good rock song, but there is something about this one that really put me off. I think it had to do with the fact that it started out as this haunting, beautiful, ballady kind of song, and then it just switched over into like rock music for no apparent reason, and it just seemed so out of place. It's not bad, it's not fantastic. At this point, it's somewhere in between for me, not much to add. I just wish they would have stuck to one kind of song, either the ballady style or the rock song. Together, it really just doesn't work for me. It just threw me off to no end.
Oh, you mama! Oh, you mama!
You know what? I really wish I spoke Albanian right now. I really want to know what they're singing about. It feels as they're trying to tell a story and they mean it. I don't understand the word they're saying, obviously, but they move me somehow. There is something to it. I can't really pinpoint what it is, but I really like it. They may be singing about whipped cream. I don't know. That could be fooling me big time, but I'm kind of having a soft spot for it. I'm under no illusion whatsoever. I know this is not going to do well, certainly not going to win the festival, but I like it. It's okay, I guess. It's the kind of song that just blends in at a fancy bar in the background, but that's not a good thing at Eurovision, so not really a compliment. It's not, again, horrible or anything, but I'm so indifferent about it. I have nothing to add, so meh. We're halfway there, folks. Are you still with me? Don't give up just yet. 11 songs down, 11 to go. Let's move on. Oh my, I bet my bottom dollar that the juries will go for that one. It's fantastic. Beautiful voice, beautiful arrangement, and the way it builds, it's fantastic. And I love how it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then the backup vocalists kick in. Oh my god. Usually I say this song needs a revamp to make it better, because often they sound like demos. This sounds complete. This sounds the way it's supposed to sound. I have this inkling here. This could be a contender. Maybe just because I'm biased because I like it. Maybe I love it. I don't know. I need to listen to it again. I'm really impressed. Very good first impression. Good job. What's her name? Ines? However you pronounce your name. Yay. Oh, yes. What's happening here? Do we have another contender? This is really good. It is catchy without being cheesy in any shape or form. It's memorable yet unique. A great singer, and I think this has a really good shot as well. Now, I do have a few issues with the chorus. Not the melody, not with the singer. It's, again, the arrangement. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more of an oomph to it, and because it's a very strong, powerful chorus and blow people away, and I don't think the instruments used, it just wasn't done just right. It's good, but it can be so much better and so much more powerful. So that's the only criticism I have right now. I am getting really, really excited. There are some really good songs in Albania this year. Yay. Let's move on though. Why is it that every time somebody plays the guitar, I'm afraid that they're going to break out into Do It For Your Lover? Not fair. I like this. I really, really like it. It's an acoustic song. My kind of style anyway. It's the problem with songs like that, they usually don't do that well because even though they're good, they just don't stand out. It's not something people would call in for. But I'm hoping the juries will appreciate this one, because I certainly do. And it's not like flat, it's not like nothing is happening in the song. There is a little bit of a build without being too dramatic. It's just all appropriate and effective, and that is what it comes down to. You need to know what you're doing with your song. And we had a few songs previously who were just too messy. This one is nothing like that. So, once again, thumbs up from me. We're on a roll. Keep it up, Albania. Alright, let's start with the good stuff first. I do like the orchestration. Like, it starts out really nice. The first 15 to 20 minutes, I'm like, woo, this is going to be good. And then all of a sudden, they grab the megaphone and start yelling into it, thinking it was a great idea to do so, and I politely disagree with that. This song, to me, is way too bipolar. There is a lot going on, but it just drives me nuts when they do that. And it's something that probably people appreciate in Albania. I don't know. But there's no way that this would work in Eurovision. And this shouldn't be the only deciding factor, of course, but we need to be honest here. It wouldn't work. I don't get it. Now, I don't want to call this boring per se, but it is. You know, it's not horrible, I guess, comes down to personal taste whatsoever. I'm just not a big fan of this talk singing style, whatever you want to call it. It gives me nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's bland, bland, bland. Sorry, maybe a little harsh, but it just bothers me. Not much else to add. Next. Oh my god, what is this? I think I hate it, but I may love it. I don't know. Is this going to be like my guilty pleasure? This song confuses me to no end. All of a sudden she decides, let's do some operatic stuff. The funny thing is, in the video, she's not even singing it. She's just walking around with her mouth closed, pretending it's not happening. She's not singing it. It's your voice. At least lip sync along to it, for crying out loud. It made me laugh so hard. But anyway, the point is, rando. I have to decide. I need a day or two to kind of marinate over this one. I may end up being like, yay, this is going to be like Yodel It, guilty pleasure, or I'm just going to hate it. I'll let you know. Alright, this one just going to get another Këngës festival song stamp. Just kinda floats around, nothing else going on here. Just a very messy composition and nothing stands out. Sorry, there were so many good songs prior to this. This one is just like, la la la, whatever. And by the way, what a long darn intro that was. If this wins, which it won't, but in case it does win, they will definitely have to cut that short. It's like 35 seconds into the songs when he finally gets going. Anyway, moving on. Okay, either I'm getting very cranky or the songs are just getting worse and worse. It's one or the other, I don't know. Another lackluster performance song to me from beginning to end. There is nothing that stands out. I was just drifting off as I was listening to it. So not even close to anywhere near my top. Probably further down to the bottom. Sorry if this is harsh, but nothing bothers me more than boring songs. I guess that would apply to everyone. I guess it just feels as like they're not even trying to come up with something that stands out. And the artist, maybe that's what they do for a living and it works for that specific or particular audience. But for Eurovision, it's just not happening. Oh well. Alright, not bad. Cute girl. It looks like she has a little spunk to her, which I always appreciate. It's one of those songs where I like the verses better than the actual chorus, but this song, compared to a lot of other songs in the running, is very radio-friendly, which is not a bad thing. Not always a good thing either, but it certainly feels modern. It does not feel outdated per se. And it will stand out. It's different from the rest of the bunch. So you always want to stand out. I keep saying that. And that goal has been achieved here. Now, I'm not quite sure if the Albanian juries will go for this kind of song. And we have to wait and see how that's going to work out. But not bad. I kind of like it. Okay, so this song is 4 minutes and 34 seconds long. That means they have to cut over 90 seconds if they end up winning. And to be honest, there is a lot to cut here. Since there's not a whole lot going on as far as I'm concerned, my taste is concerned, I should say. It's a little too draggy for my taste. So I need to point out though that his voice is fantastic. I am in love with his vocals. He deserved a better song. I do like the chorus to a certain degree. I don't love it, but everything around it just seems a little bit too much. And once again, it's one of those songs you're kind of like, what? It's just, you drift off and you don't want to do that. Anyway, just somewhere in between for me. Oh wait, last one. We're moving on to the last song of the evening. Yay or aw, whatever. Let's move on. Well, we did not save the best for last this time around. Again, it's just one of those odd Albanian rock songs that just go right above me. I'm not seeing the appeal in it. I'll give them that. They seem like genuine, sincere artists. And I'll give them props for that. But maybe it's just too foreign to my ears. I just can't get behind this one. Sorry. There you have it. The 22 songs in the running. One of them will represent Albania next year in beautiful Lisbon, Portugal. Cannot wait. This video is already long enough, so I'll cut this short. Make sure you listen to the songs as well. Have your own opinion. Post your comments below in the comment box. I would like to hear what your favorites are, and please don't get mad at me if we don't agree. It's just for fun. I love everybody. I'm going to stick with that. Just at the very end, I'm going to listen to the songs again, and right now you get to watch my top 3. I'm going to tell you my top 3 in Albania this year. Let me know if you disagree or not. Until then, I'll see you soon. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and of course on YouTube. Until then, I'll see you all later. Good night, I'm tired.